prophecies, revelations, end times. Could all this become a reality? And all of this is happening in Asia. The Bible states that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. What kind of faith do people in Asia actually believe in?
In the beginning, there was one light in Asia, one deity, one religion, one united culture under a single entity, Shangdi. There are clues that reveal the presence of Christianity in ancient cultures. The Chinese character for temptation, Lan, means to covet or to desire something forbidden. The Lan character is made up of 3 elements: 2 trees and a female. Perhaps these 2 trees could have symbolized the grand forestry in the Garden of Eden, the tree of life and the tree of knowledge. Respectively, the female character suggests Eve, the first woman ever created. As the story of Genesis goes, Eve committed the first sin in human history, the sin of coveting, desiring the forbidden fruit. Before the kitchen gods, before the warring gods, before the fertility gods, there was just a god, Shangdi. He was the father of all. But it is human nature to fight and diversify, causing discourse, individualization, and denomination. What developed over thousands of years was an influx of other religions into the Asia regions. Buddhism, Taoism, Confucianism, Islam, and many others spread quickly. So throughout several dynasties, the gospel continued to cultivate in the West, leaving Asia in darkness. Then during one of China's greatest Renaissance periods, the Tang Dynasty, the Nestorians found their way east on the Silk Road. They were granted court by Emperor Tang Taizong of China. And so, as missionaries usually do, they shared the gospel. Over time, their presence was so cherished by Emperor Tang that he built a 7-story temple outside the imperial city, now known as Xi'an. The Christians became known throughout the land as the religion of light, and were granted freedom to share the gospel with the people of China. Once again, the religion of one God found a home in Asia. And over 1,300 years later, this temple of illumination serves as a little light in the darkness.
So this is called the Church of the East.
Come, Holy Spirit.
The black stone rising from the turtle below was inscribed in the mid to late 700s AD to commemorate the opening of a Christian seminary and the pagoda you see here. One of the most open-minded and thus prosperous in China's 5,000-year history. Today, the current government has restored this landmark in recognition of its important international historical significance.
Oh, you got a cross on them.
Wow. Look at that. The cross is coming to China. Yeah. Jesus is coming down to China.
Cross? Yeah.
Carrying the cross. Jesus said, deny yourself, take up your cross, and follow me. This is what we're called to do in China. God says he'll confirm the preaching of his gospel with signs, wonders, and miracles. That was a sign.
If you don't understand the past, then you'll never understand the future. Our destinies are interconnected with our history. We went to find Brother Zong, a great historian and one of the many Christian leaders of the growing revival and house church movement in China.
他最近主要在温州做的一些事情，主啊，我相信你会保守他、鉴察他，主啊，你会安慰他的心，主啊，求你祝福他的孩子。广东的基督徒，孙中山、卢浩东、陈少白、郑世坚，这一批这些基督徒的战友哈。 他们就是努力的来推翻这个皇帝，他们努力了30年左右吧。30年的战争，中国和这个西方这个强大国家的这个经济军事水平拉近了，中国成了一个联合国5大常任理事国其中之一，成了军事4大强国。后来呢，这个共产党掌权了以后，又搞了30年的这个政治，这30年的政治把中国的这个社会结构完全给打乱了，家庭的价值观念、社会的价值观念都打破了。在中国接着搞了30年战争，又搞了30年的邓小平的这个经济，把西方的所有的经济手段、贸易手段都引进到中国来。那么现在在这个30年的经济呢，把西方的这个经济上是全盘西化。那么中国呢，有了一个经济这个基础。我相信中国这个经济基础，它也是为未来中国的这个向列国宣教做准备的。上帝要拯救华人，成为要拣选这个华人，要成为向列国宣教的这个最大的这个民族吧。我觉得未来的30年是中国应该是实现福音化的30年。
Imagine this, the Christianization of China. That is an amazing statement. Revival and Reformation are powerful terms, but what does that really mean for China? I met with my friend Chris Watkins, an international businessman who's doing some real positive social grassroots work here in Beijing.
I'm in Children's Hope International, which is an agency that actually oversees this and helps work with the government to run this facility. It was developed about a year ago, and it's meant to do two things. One is to help children that are going to get surgery, special needs, whether it be cleft lip, it could be heart problems. They come into here, they get the surgeries, and then they're rehabilitated in this facility.
So these are social workers?
These are just volunteers, basically, local Chinese volunteers, as well as foreign volunteers that come in.
A lot of Christian?
Yeah, in particular, it's usually a house church that would come in and help.
Precious. Crazy thing is, my mom did daycare since I was 15 years old.
Oh, really?
At the age of 25. And so my house basically looked like this, and we would take care of like 5, 6 toddlers at a time.
Oh.
Kids are awesome. I think yesterday when we talked to Brother Zhang, he said that a lot of the intellectuals of this country have recognized that the church is the greatest NGO in China, that more than 60% of all social workers that helped Sichuan earthquake were Christians from local house churches. Go, Jonathan. Go, Jonathan. Locally, there's Christians here volunteering their time to take care of these orphans and these kids that have special needs and disabilities. It's just touching to be here and to know that there's actual children, being cared for.